Hey guys, Keys here, back with another Litecoin video. So Litecoin currently at around $100. It is back to triple digits. It's been up here for a few days. It actually went up to 107, and we're kind of just like going sideways now. We made it back into this parallel channel that Litecoin was in for a few months. From the end of November to the beginning of March, it was kind of just bouncing around in it, and we fell out of it. Actually retested it, and then we came all the way down, right? And then we got the move up. And now that we are back inside, I think that's a really good sign, because now that we're at the bottom, we can, make our way towards the top. I think there is a chance that we do come a bit lower, because maybe just because of Bitcoin kind of looks like it might pull back a little bit. And if Bitcoin pulls back a little bit, like this pullback is kind of big, right? Like for Bitcoin, like 5%, like even if we just come back to this level here, in the high 90s, it's still like 4 or 5%. Every other coin is probably going to pull back as well. So maybe we do get a pullback. I don't even know if Bitcoin's going to do that, but if it is to do that, we come down to like the 90s. I definitely don't want to see us lose the 90s, because you can kind of make the bottom a bit farther down. But honestly, yeah, we want to hold at least 95. Let's just say like 95 is where we want to like hold if we do get a pullback. And then we can, start working our way towards the top at 140. Now that we're back in it, when we do make it to around 140, because we probably will since it's a channel, I want to see us actually be able to break it and go higher than 140. We already bounced around for 3 months. So I don't really see any reason why, if we come back to the top, why we should not be able to break it. If we don't break it, that looks really bad. We have to make it to the top first. So that's just what I'm looking for, just for us to at least hold 95, and at some point come up to 140 sometime soon. Some news about Litecoin is that there's another ETF decision tomorrow. The last video we made was actually the day before the Canary ETF on May 4th, which, by the way, got delayed. We actually predicted that, and I'm going to predict tomorrow is going to get delayed as well, just because they always delay these things. Like, I've just seen it so many times. They never do it, quickly. But I do think it's going to get accepted, and you can see the final deadline is all in October. So by October, I think there'll be a deadline or a decision. It's going to get accepted, I think, by October. It might be sooner. I don't think it's tomorrow, but maybe it could be in June or July or something. We'll have to see about that, but yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow with the decision. Another thing is, I wanted to quickly talk about the channel and like this pattern that Litecoin's been playing out, and compare it to something I saw with Bitcoin a few years ago, which actually coincidentally was also around ETF news for Bitcoin's ETF. So this was when Bitcoin was around 40 to 48,000. This wick all the way up here at 48 was actually the day that Bitcoin's ETF launched. So it actually peaked, and then it sold all the way off from 48 down to 38. And then, it full send. So the comparison, you guys can kind of see it looks pretty similar. It's not exactly the same, but, we do have this like channel that we're like bouncing around, coming top to the bottom. We actually deviated above it here, and then we came back all the way to the bottom, fell below it, and then came back in, and then kind of just went sideways for a bit, and then it ended up full sending and going up. So if we look at Litecoin, we have this channel, we bounced around in it. We didn't deviate, like we actually never like faked out above, but we did fake out below, and we now are back in it. So maybe we can just hold, slow grind, do whatever we need to do, maybe even just retest the bottom, just do something, and then, actually get a breakout above it, because I do think that Litecoin is going to go above it. And I think that, I don't think crypto's, done for yet until the bear market hits, which I do think is incoming, but not yet. So we'll have to see what happens. Interesting to see what's going to happen tomorrow. But even though I feel like I already know it's going to get delayed, I have a little bit of hope that it doesn't get delayed, but we'll see. But yeah, guys, just a quick update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.